back then. So are the groups up?
Yes, sir.
So you can carry forward those groups as it is. Just CR or someone share the groups with me. Can you email some Excel sheet or something you have with you?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, yes.
Sir, a lot of us did it alone, and this time we want to perform it in groups. Then can we make new groups and give you the sheet?
Do it by within next 1 hour or by the end of this lab.
Yes, sir. We'll create groups by the end of this lab and tell you the list.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And okay. Next thing is the can we do it alone? Yes, you can do it alone as well. Alone or in groups should not be more than I think two students is a pair at the most. Pair can be allowed. Okay. So either alone or in pairs. Groups are not compulsory. Okay. So ideally what I want is whatever structure you had in the previous semester, you can carry it forward. That's what I was saying. Okay. So now in this semester, the focus is on RDBMS and user interface and user experience design. So I think in the previous semester as well, you had something regarded to like you had to consider user experience design principles in the previous semester as well. But I have in batch two's classroom, I have shared a link. I'll share it here as well. There are 8 rules of interface design. You might be already aware of this. I don't know. This is the link. So firstly, you will have to select a different topic, okay, than the previous mini project, and you'll start with a problem statement. Firstly, you will have to come up with a problem statement. So by end of today's lab, you should be you should convey the groups to me, and today is Thursday. So before Monday, okay, so by Monday, you should be able to so convey your topics, select your topics and your problem statements. Okay, so you convey your topics by Monday. Okay, the earlier the better. Convey your topics. And before the next lab, okay, for batch 1 it is next Wednesday, for batch 2 it is Thursday. You should be, I'll create an assignment in the classroom and your problem statement must be submitted there, okay, before the next lab. Scope of,
Excuse me, sir. One more doubt.
yes, yes.
Sir, in last semester, those who made groups, if they want to form new groups, this time it is fine, right?
Whatever you can, whatever rearrangements, whatever you want to do, you can do it. But,
Okay, sir.
because what happens is sometimes the group formation and, many people form a group, then it happens that now these people are not performing and I am alone in this group. That kind of thing should not happen. Okay, so
Okay, sir.
whatever it is, you finish it today itself in the next whatever 2 hours.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I
Yes.
actually I had a Google Docs, Google Sheets.
Hmm.
So can I share the screen so that everyone I can tell everyone how
Yes,
to
yes,
write the names?
yes, yes.
Is the screen visible?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay, this is for everyone. Friends, friends, in our batch two group, in the group description, there was a Google Sheet file in which in which we mentioned the last semester projects names. In this group also, I have created one new tab in this over here. A new tab. Here you need to write the serial numbers, roll number, type of project, it means like a group or individual, and then mention your name. If two people are doing in a group, then you need to merge the cells and then fill your details. In case you have any kind of doubts, you can contact me. That's it, sir.
Okay. So you can stop sharing.
Yeah.
So from the type of project, okay, you have made that selection for group project or individual project, okay, which is fine. But
Yes,
from
sir.
that, what point came to my mind is the type of project that you can do right now also can be a standalone project or a web project, a web application, or yes, don't go to mobile applications. So you will only focus on either standalone applications or web applications. Okay, and important part is you have to design a database. So designing a database means you will have to. So after the problem statement, I'm just giving you an outline that after your problem statement, I'll look at the chat after a while. Okay. So after the problem statement will come your, so there will be an ER diagram. You will have to draw an ER diagram. Okay, actually extended ER diagram. You can draw it using any software. There are some free softwares like Dia or any online software you can use for that. Okay, then from the ER diagram, the database relational database schema will be generated, and then if necessary, you will have to perform normalization and all. Okay, so it will go in that way, and that will be your database. And for your front end, then you will have to pay attention to the user experience design principles. So this is the outline of what you have to do. Okay, now I'll look at the chat. Can you give us some examples of problem statements? I don't have any examples as such, but what I can give you some points that the problem statement should be more of a scope kind of like it should not be ambiguous. The problem statement should not be ambiguous. So it's like what will be there in your project. So what are the scopes and limitations of your project? What do you plan to do? And there should not be any ambiguity. So like you come up with some problem statement and I can guide you on that. Okay. So there should not be any ambiguity. So you should also state the limitations. Okay. So it should be well thought of, and it should be such that your problem statement should give you a hint of the modules that you are going to include in your project. So the functionality, everything should be. So think about it. So I'm giving you a type of I'm giving you a week, kind of almost a week to think about it and come up with a detailed problem statement. It should not happen that after designing the database or after going further, it should not be the case that you have to revisit the problem statement. Problem statement should be solid. Okay, and all your work will be based on that problem statement. Okay. Then why not Android application? Well, actually there is, see, in mini project 1 there was 100% continuous internal evaluation. In this case, in this semester we have 60% continuous internal evaluation, which will be whatever submissions you will do during the semester, and there will be a 40 marks exam at the end of the semester. So in that exam, now when I say it's an exam, so there should be something common. So if someone is designing a mobile application or a web application, or you can design a web application which is mobile interface friendly. You can do that kind of a thing, right? Not an app as such. Okay. So what type of topics we can choose? I think this answers the question. Or like types of, what do you mean by what type of topics? Like ideally, whatever you design, okay, you'll share the code with me, and if I, which I will, like, there will be Viva sessions. So when you show me the code and you go through the code, you can use, so you can use some modules or some parts, but you should be able to explain what part of code does, like you should be able to explain your own code. Okay, like last time sir said simple management topics can be taken. See, simple topics, simple in the sense everything is simple is a very relative thing. Like, okay, so for example, if someone says I'm doing a project on railway ticket booking, okay, railway ticket booking system, you should be able to explain everything in that project as such. Okay, what I'm trying to say is try to be creative in that. Try to be creative in that. Okay, your creativity should be reflected. Try to identify some problem, okay, which is there in some proprietary system, okay, which is there in proprietary or closed source, or which is a problem that you find. Even if you're not able to 100%, like even if you're not able to solve the problem 100%, like even if you can come up with a creative solution for any such problem. Okay, so what all simple systems that you use, there should be some drawback in the existing system, okay, that you can that and you'll find a solution to that problem. Okay, and obviously your project will not be the state of the art, okay, but your creativity should reflect in your project. Okay. Can we use any database of our choice? Yes, it should be only that it should be a relational database, because your syllabus mentions RDBMS. It should be a relational database. Normally relational databases are used. Okay, so no other limitation on database platform as such. It should be a relational database. You should be able to design the tables on that database platform. Okay, relations you should be able to design on that platform. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, can we form a group between two batches? Means if both students are from different batches, will it be permitted?
It will become a bit complicated in that case.
So last time I had made a group with my friend who was from the another batch in the mini project one.
Okay, so both batches are okay. I'm in charge of both the batches, so if you do that, then instead of batches, because what should be the case? Try to understand this what I'm saying. both the batch members, both the team members should be there in the same meet, right?
Yes, sir.
So in that case, we'll have to rearrange the batches. I'll have to talk with ma'am about that. Only that issue should not happen. That one team member is there to answer, and other team member has done some other thing which he can answer, but he's not there in this batch. That thing should not happen. Okay, that's the only issue I have.
Yes, sir.
Any example of standalone project? Standalone projects are normally like, for example, there is inventory management. Okay, inventory management is an example of a standalone project. In that, like, a person goes to the store or to the organization and logs into the system and accesses the system over there, basically. Okay, that is a standalone project. Okay, and web application is that if you put it on a server and anyone can access it from their home, then it is a web application. Okay, can we choose topic which was earlier selected by any other group in mini project 1? Don't do that, no? No, see, okay, can you do one more thing? Like, Sanjay, do you have
Yes, sir.
the list of the projects done in the previous semester in
Uh,
mini project 1?
that I don't have that, sir, but I can find that by my friends. Who
So
have.
actually, I have that list.
Yes, sir. Cool. You have. Yes.
Okay, so you can share that list with me.
Okay, okay, sir.
The Excel sheet or whatever you have, document or Excel sheet.
Yes. Okay.
The topic you select, okay, Vaishnav has shared a link. Let me check it. Hotel management, blood bank management, hospital, railway, Android app that stores encrypted text, student data, library, digital hygiene, hosting. So what I can see here is most of you have done it alone or something. Okay, student data. Oh, this is the new list. Okay, Vaishnav, what link have you sent? This is the new list or what? I cannot hear you, Vaishnav. Vaishnav, you are unmuted, but we cannot hear you.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Am I audible now?
Yes. Now you're audible.
Sorry for that. Sir, this is a response of our first semester batch subjects.
Okay, fine.
Yes,
Because I
sir.
thought someone was editing the thing, so I thought people are editing whatever. Online bakery, charity. Okay, so I can see at least a few of you, some of you, okay, have created applications that are not traditional management systems, and that is a very good thing. Okay, so you can go ahead and you can implement any algorithm. See, be creative. What I'm trying to say is be creative. Okay, any algorithm or anything you want to implement, only thing is that it should have a structure to it. Okay, not just one or two tables. Okay, so mm, hmm.
Sir, can we use MongoDB for database?
MongoDB is no SQL. It is not a relational database,
Yes, sir.
so you cannot
So,
use that. You cannot use that. Okay.
okay, sir.
So if it happens that by chance you have some new idea in your mind. Okay. Now I can do this. Okay, I can contact. I think Nikhil sir took the subject in the previous semester. Okay. So I don't want to say it in this way, but now be original. What I'm trying to say is be original. Whatever the work you have done in the previous semester, let it be. Keep it aside and think something. Okay, think fresh. Do something different. Okay. I can also access that previous works classroom, so I can have that access basically. So ideally the topics should not be repeated. Okay, it will be a really big coincidence if some new idea comes to your mind that we'll do the project in this way, whatever, and someone else, some other group or some other student has already done that project in the previous semester. Okay, even in that rare case, you should. It is very rare. What I'm trying to say is, okay. So I'll keep the meeting on for on till 4 p.m. Be in the meeting. Don't leave the meeting. Be here, and you can ask your doubts or whatever you have in the chat. Today, finalize your groups and start thinking about the ideas you can collaborate with each other and.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, what approach should we follow? Like, should we focus more on the UI part or the DB part? Like for this particular mini project too? Because last in mini project one, the focus was mainly on the UI part.
But you also had drawn the diagrams, right? OOAD
Yeah,
diagrams.
yeah, correct.
So it's just like that. You first have to start with the design of the database. So we'll start with the backend first.
Okay.
So it's not that any part is neglected. First, we are focusing on the backend, then on the front end. Okay,
Okay.
approximately divide the timeline. We have 3 months again till August. So by July, you should be able to July is much actually. You can say by first week of July, you should be done with the backend at any cost. Okay.
Okay.
After that,
And
yes.
yeah. And the diagrams which you mentioned, say, like what diagrams you will require?
ER diagram, EER, extended ER
Okay.
diagrams. Okay.
Only ER diagram or no, only that? No.
Because database design involves only ER diagrams.
Okay.
And then there will be normalization, like translating them into relational schema and normalization. That will be there.
Acha. Okay. Thank you, sir.
The backend was relatively simple in mini project 1. Well, that's the difference here. Like you may not have performed normalization, In this case, the ER diagram should be extensive, and you know, you should be able to demonstrate that it is at least in, I think 3NF is sufficient. 3NF should be in 3NF at least. Okay. We mostly use NoSQL, but you cannot use it this semester. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
So, sir, you said that about both the batches combined. Like, if we want to do with a partner from batch one.
So what I'm thinking is, I'll have to talk with someone. Like, I try to take someone else. See, what will happen is I'll have to otherwise, create a new classroom based on groups. Okay.
Okay.
Like both. My only point is both the group members should be there in the same classroom.
Yeah, but sir, if we don't know that if we can take students from other batch, then how will we confirm our batches by the end of this lecture?
I'll let you know in 5 minutes. 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay, sir.
Your database should be able to answer. So select such a project that has a significant involvement of the database component in it.